Howdy everybody, what is going on? This is your host, Thegamesmen, host of Pokemart TCG. Guys, back in the house for another awesome video. What's going on, my dudes, my guys, my girls, my Pokemart family? What is going on? Everybody, what is going on? Alright, so, I was looking at some YouTube channels, last night and even on Sunday, and you know, I was looking at some videos, people talking about the you know, even people selling the trick-or-treats for investing and putting stuff away for the long term, talking about the Charizard Premium Collection Box, talking about the new RCSV Collection Box, and it brought me to attention to make this video on LGS stores. Now, I want to put a disclaimer out there before anyone wants to blast me out for like, this guy's full of shit, this guy's just saying this. This is from my own experience, so I can speak for my own self about my Kirkland's game store, for my ZC Games in Middletown. I can speak for my own experiences dealing with them, okay? And this is where some of my knowledge is based off of, from working with my own LGS stores in my own back door, all right? But I do take heed to watching other LGS stores, see how they operate, see what they talk about. I even check their websites, and some of this stuff adds up to what they say, and some of these guys are shady, and they take advantage of you guys, and it's in down markets, and it's in up markets where this happens. And when sales are slow in Pokemon, they take advantage of that, and even in high points of Pokemon, when Logan Pauls, they take advantage of that. And I'm not saying that, disclaimer is going out, that I'm not saying that all LGS stores are shady and play these games, but a lot do. And I'm just bringing to attention to you guys because I thought that we have all shaped up and we have all moved past, that we all have learned a lot through the pandemic on how LGS stores are operating and how they're doing business with you guys. I'm not saying all LGS stores, I'm just saying that all LGS stores. If you're operating with an LGS store that's treating you right, you're getting good prices, then those are the ones that I'm not talking about. Then you stick with those. I'm talking about the ones you guys are buying off the internet. Some of these guys are content creators themselves on YouTube. You guys are falling into these traps, falling into these tactics, paying these high prices on stuff, and these are games that they're playing. All right? So this is what I'm talking about. I'm bringing it to the table from my own experience, not blasting out every LGS store, saying that they're all bad for the community, that they're all bad for us. Just the ones that they know who they are. All right, some of them may watch my channel, some of them may not watch my channel. Some of you guys may be part of their channels. Some of them might be part of the whole of their own things, but they all have their own tactics. And I'm not blasting them, the good ones, for what they do. It's the bad ones that are out there, the bad seeds that just make the whole thing about trying to get Charizard UPCs, trying to get Celebration UPCs at MSR. They run all these kind of games. They run all this kind of stuff. Some of this stuff is shady, and they put these ploys out there about other things that really don't play a factor. All right? That's what I'm talking about. So, into the video. Let me get into some of the topics now. I may not touch base on everything, but I do have some notes here that I want to go over. And I just want to talk with you guys. All right? And you guys can hit me up in the comments and let me know if I'm speaking truth bombs or I'm just speaking out my ass. Because I just want to spill this out because I know from my own experience what's going on. Alright? So, the first thing I want to talk to you guys about, MSRP and eBay Facebook prices. Now, a lot of the things happen as far as like who controls price, right? Who controls price on these? Like we're gonna put the Charizard UPC on the just on the table, all right? who controls these prices? The product is not in our hands as consumers, right? We don't have the product. We don't have the Charizard UPC. So where are these LGS stores that are charging $200, $250, $300 for this Charizard UPC? Where are they getting these prices for already for a product that is supposed to have an MSRP of $119? If we as consumers do not have that product in our hand, where are they getting these prices? So who is setting these prices, right? That's first what we need to know, right? Who is setting these prices? Like, who is manipulating who here, right? Who is manipulating who? Who has the product? Or who is going to get the product first before the consumers, right? That's what we got to look at. So where are these prices for the Charizard UPC coming from or stemming from, right? So I'm going to say the prices stemming from the real truth bomb, right, is from content creators like myself, content creators like the other YouTubers out there in this community that showcase the Charizard UPC. We talk about it and we draw that hype, right? We draw that hype on products. We look at it. We decipher the pieces of the box. We look at it. We go on Tro-and-Toe. We go on not Turtle Beach. We go on the other beach, the beach site, where it tells you the packs, what's going to come inside the box, right? As a content creator, this is what we do. We tell you guys we inform you about the product, right? So we tell you it's going to be an awesome box. We tell you that it's going to have this, it's going to have that I'm going to buy it. And some of us ourselves say, you know what, even if this thing goes to $200, I'll buy it from you. So if we're already putting out as a content creator, we're drawing the hype to this box, which again goes to these LGS stores that say, well, wow, these guys, other content creators are drawing the hype. People are hitting us up in our stores. They're going to our website. They're hitting us on Discord saying, hey, can you get this box? What the price is? So us as content creators are creating a hype. Okay? Creating a hype. So as a content creator, I think distributors of Pokemon products are watching YouTube. I think LGS stores themselves are watching what's going on in the markets, following eBay, looking at Amazon. They're looking at websites. Even now, they're contemplating right now. LGS stores, the shady ones, okay, are contemplating on how they can get the most bang for their buck from the Charizard UPC by taking advantage of us folks, or your customers, okay? Your customers that shop at your store, us that go to your website every day buying your products. Even in the low markets, we're supporting your stores, right? So a lot of them are watching the markets for this stuff. And the shady ones are the ones that are already got it marked up. You can check their websites and you can probably buy it on a pre-order. And you already know some of these that I'm probably talking about that you can go on them. You guys could probably name them. Hit me up in the chat section of the comment section and let me know what you've seen this box go for on different websites. All right, you tell me. All right, you tell me what you see the Charizard UPC box is going for. Hit me up. Let me know because I already know. Because I was one of the smart ones, guys, that I followed the Celebrations UPC box from its release date where I couldn't find a damn thing up until when it got up to $150, $180 on Facebook Marketplace, on eBay, people selling it. Even LGS stores were backdooring it. Even though they said they didn't have it in stock, they were backdooring it on eBay because they didn't want to put it out in the sales floor because they can make more money on eBay because they didn't have to, they weren't forced to sell it in their store. They say, oh, we don't have it. They just threw it out the back door, threw it on eBay because some of these LGS stores, guys, already have eBay accounts and everything else in their shops, and they're selling this shit backdoor on their websites and everything else for more profit. But they'll tell you that, oh, we don't have it in stock, we didn't get it in stock. All right, That's some stuff going on as well. I've seen it happen with the Celebrations ETB, all right, a Celebrations product. What's going on, Pat's Power Channel? We're on real talk, real truth bombs. Some LGS stores that are out there. I don't care. I'll take the heat for everything they want to throw all the shit back at me. I don't care because I've worked with some LGS stores. I already know from ones in my own backyard that doing some stuff that I didn't like. And we're going to talk about stuff. And this is one stuff we're talking about because it's a Charizard UPC. All right? And it's already out of control. And who's in control of the price? Like I said, we don't have the products. We as consumers, it's not even released yet. It's not released yet, but the price is already out of control. So how did the price get out of control? How did the price get out of control? It's like I said, it's us the consumers, watching other YouTube creators that are pumping the hype. All right, pumping the hype for this thing because we see it, we want it, and it's a premium product, just like the Celebrations UPC. And now the prices are crazy that your best chances of even getting the damn thing at MSR is going to Target or Walmart, because I think even some of these good LGS stores are going to be backdooring, are going to be selling for double MSR. I don't think anybody's going to be able to get it from an LGS store at regular MSR. That's a truth bomb right there. I don't think that any one of you guys are going to be able to get this thing at an LGS store at regular MSR. I mean, talk about $119.99. If I'm lying, hit me up in the chat room with a LGS store that has a website that will be selling it at MSR. Because I haven't found one yet. I haven't found one yet that's got it, that's even pre-ordering it, saying they're pre-ordering it for $119. I haven't seen one. They're all higher up. All right? That's just a truth bomb for facts. Facts. And in the conditions that we're in the conditions that the market is still strong, I learned a lot in this pandemic. All right? In this pandemic, through all the shortages and everything, and all the games at LGS stores in my own neighborhood, my own back door, my Kirkwinds, my ZC games, and all the games. I already know. So I wised up. I hope you guys are wising up, because some of you guys apparently have not wised up and willing to overpay for these things. All right? And you're giving these LGS stores reasons to keep doing it. And it's not fair that other people in the community try to find this thing at MSR and won't be able to go to these same LGS stores to get the product at MSR, because the hype is real. And, we're in a market where prices are already down at LGS stores. So any way they can take advantage of the market and get more profits, that's the way they're going to go. Some of these shady ones. All right? So I'm going to tell you right now that some LGS stores, the shady ones, guys, like I said, I'm not talking about every LGS store that all of them are bad for the community. I'm talking about the ones that are shady, that have the websites as well, all right, that you guys already know. You probably visited some of these websites, saw them. I was on Troll and Toad. I saw some stuff going on over there. It reflects back to TCG Player. I mean, it all works in a whole, for the whole community. It works on there where you go and you're checking these different things, and TCG Player is mixed up with a whole bunch of different companies, all right? A whole bunch of different LGSs that sell on there that have high and low, all right? But some of these LGS stores, guys, truth bomb, bang, will hold back high demand or premium products to sell at a higher price. And I'm talking about in their store. They will only put out a limit of like 7 or 8 items. All right. And I've seen it happen in my own back door. So I can speak from knowledge that I already know that in my own back door, some of my LGS stores holding back product would only put out a certain amount and then spread it out throughout the month, saying, we got some more in, but then the price is higher, because that's what they were doing. They were raising the price on them to sell more higher. Only put a few out when they got them in. Say, we got these in, they're X amount, but it's usually double XP or double MSRP, all right? Double MSRP, and then we'll raise the price up, all right? Now, I've seen it in my own back door, so I know what the hell I'm talking about. So, this is what they would do. Now, here's another thing they will use as well. They will use sales tactics or excuses to why the price is marked up to avoid a scalper or a reseller from coming into the store, buying 2 products or 3 products, and making a better profit because they know this person sells on eBay, you know this person sells on Amazon, all right, because they know the customers, because they're probably talking to other customers, right? I've seen it happen in shops. People talk about other businesses. Oh, they got it on eBay. They're going to put it there. So the stores are limiting you. The LGS store will limit the customer to 1, knowing that they're going to sell it back on eBay. So to avoid people coming into LGS stores or coming into someone's shop that has an LGS store, to avoid that person from buying that product at MSR, all right, which will mean if they take that product and sell it back on eBay, they'll make more profit than the LGS store. The LGS store will raise the price up to avoid that person from selling the item at a higher price. This is another tactic that I seen prior to with the pandemic going on. LGS stores worried about a scalper or a person that resells, so they'll take the initiative. The LGS store will take the initiative, guys, to raise the price on the product, even though they got it at already price to make a profit at, but will raise it to at market price to what the thing is going for at current level. Will raise the price so there's no chance of a scalper coming in saying, even if they gave you a limit of 2, that you could take it back, put it on Facebook Marketplace or eBay and make a profit from it. Some of these LGS stores don't want someone to take it and make more profit than they're making off it. Now, if you guys don't know, guys, when a LGS store buys a specific product from a distributor, there's already at that time, between the price point of what that LGS store is buying the product at, all right, from the distributor, there's already a built-in profit price, that a profit point from which that LGS store is going to make a profit from the point of when he buys that item. Usually some LGS stores mark it up from when they bought that item to like 15%, and they make a 15% profit off of each product. Since they're buying from a distributor, which is like buying wholesale, like buying, like the LGS store is buying your bulk cards, right? It's kind of like that, but they're buying from a distributor volume of products, okay? So they're getting it at a discount in which it already comes in with a bumped-in price. Now, a lot of them will use this term of MSRP. What is MSRP? Suggested manufacturer's retail price, right? They play that game of that's what it is. It's manufacturer's suggested retail price, right? It's suggested price, like they'll put a booster box in front of you and say, hey, well, we're selling it for $100, but the suggested manufacturer's retail price on this is $144.95 or whatever, right? Because if you do the pack math, it comes out at $4 a pack, comes out to $144. So actually they're selling it to you below market value when they sell you a booster box for $100, because you can actually turn around and sell it at $4 a pack, and you're making $44 profit off the booster box from a LGS store that is selling at $100, because the LGS store might have got it at $80 or $85. And I know this from my own past experience when I dealt with Scott. He told me that when I was buying booster boxes from him at $90, he was only making $15. Now, the price from what Scott was charging me and what Scott's profit line margin was might be different based on how big your card shop is, how many shops you got that you're dealing with that distributor is. That will refer back to you as a discount from that distributor because you're buying from multiple storefronts. So if you were a Walmart and you were buying from all these distributors the same product, your profit line, I mean your initial price for an item could be 50 cents, but it could have a $2.99 markup, where you're going to make $3 off the item minus your price that you paid. This is how Walmart operates on that same kind of ratio, marks it up, and usually it's a 300% markup on Walmart product. How do I know? Because I work at Walmart, and I do my research, and I'm in business, guys, so I know business, all right? So these are some markups that I could talk about from an LGS store, from a standpoint of a person who dealt with distributors to buy product. My friend Scott, all right, who also is still buying sports cards from distributors. All right, he doesn't do Pokemon anymore, but we had to talk. So I can talk from my own experience, my own backyard, on a profit line of what he was paying and what he was actually making for the booster box that I was buying from him at $90. All right, he was only making $15 profit, and he was a smaller guy, a smaller businessman. He had a shop. All right. He had a shop. He closed the shop to open up a shop in the flea market, but he still kept his distributors because he was doing good business in the flea market, selling his sports cards and Pokemon. All right. And, he kept his margins low without trying to kill everybody on a price because he was selling the product. He kept it consistent, and he was selling the booster boxes consistently and was selling them. All right. But he also did not shy away from his distributor, that he ordered his product like he was supposed to, and he got his stuff, and he was just ordering booster boxes. All right, he didn't buy all the other garbage that Pokemon. I shouldn't say garbage, but he didn't have to buy all the other products that Pokemon put out. All right, he was buying booster boxes, and that's what he bought from his distributor, and he made $15 profit after selling it to me and everyone else at $90. So I know what his profit line was. So his profit, what he paid for the box, was minus $15 off of that $90. Okay? So there it is. All right? So despite the tactics of the LGS stores using the scalpers are out there. They're using the scalpers are flippers or people that are selling product. They mark their product up so the scalper can't make money off the stuff. I don't know why they worry about what somebody else is doing. And here's another fact. Because I'm tired of hearing the scalpers, even when they talk about the scalpers, and I got 8 bags of this. Does that make me a scalper? Because I didn't buy at Walmart. My Walmart still has about 8 boxes that he's still sitting on the shelf right now. And the weekend has passed, and these are still on the shelf. I mean, nobody came into my Walmart and cleared them off. All right? Didn't come out to my Walmart and clear these damn things off. I'm tired of the LGS stores putting a blame or putting a shame on resellers or scalpers that are the reason why the prices are. We don't have the product. You guys got the distributors. You guys are going off the hype of the Pokemon market to draw these prices up to make profits for yourself. Just stop playing the blame game on scalpers. Stop playing the blame game on resellers, because it's all falsified lies that you're making up. All right? Stop putting a blame on someone else. Using these tactics, man, to profit and manipulate us. That's what you're doing. So most of them, guys, if you don't know, already have an eBay account or website that they're selling the product on as a pre-order, and just go check the pre-orders. I don't have to do that for you. I already did some. You guys can check that up yourself. Check out what Charizard UPC is already on a pre-order price for. Not saying that they're going to guarantee you that, but they're already got the damn thing marked up $200. So you guys don't want to be a fool and pay that price. Support your LGS store because you want that LGS store to succeed. Yeah, we want the LGS stores to succeed, those ones that are not shady. But these ones are already taking advantage of market conditions based on a price that people are making up, that the demand is putting into the hands when you're getting these things from a wholesale distributor for below, for already built-in profit line already. Despite you got to buy some other stuff with it, I don't care. But I'm not buying the price markup for that UPC that you're going to be charging people in the community $200, $250, $280, or whatever the market is on that thing at this time as the hype gets nearer. Worried about somebody that's going to take it and resell it. You shouldn't be worried about what a reseller is going to do. You should be worried about taking care of your customers in the store that have been keeping you in business for all these years. That's what you should be worried about. And you know your customers better than I do. So you should be taking care of them and making sure that they get these products at MSR. Don't worry about what if they're a seller or a reseller, shouldn't be worried. That should be no concern of you as an LGS store. Your point of sale is to sell that product at a reasonable price to a consumer, not taking advantage of your consumers. And that's what I've seen during the pandemic with the celebrations, and now we got it with the Charizard UPC, where again, this is happening. And if you guys are fine with that, you guys go ahead and you spend your money on that. But I'm going to be fine with just passing it by. And I don't support LGS stores. I mean, when's the last time you even seen me talk about that I went to my LGS store and I got cards? Another story coming up, guys. I bought single cards to show you guys on a thing. Another story there. Because this is owned in my own backyard. My own backyard, things that are happening in my own backyard at LGS stores that I know about. That I really don't support all that much. I may deal with a couple things here and there, but when's the last time you see me do a card pickup like showing you that I got cards here, as a pickup? Another story coming because I got my notes. So, when an LGS store purchases from a distributor, there is a built-in profits to be made. All right? But how much dollars is solely made as profit line based on the LGS's, the profit line of how much dollars or how much profit can a LGS store make selling profits is solely based on the greed. All right? It's the greed. How much money can they actually rip out of the consumer's wallet is solely based on the hype of where the Charizard UPC. We have to talk about that because that is the real thing of the talk of the table on most YouTube channels, on everybody who is wanting to get this thing. All right, is going to be the chase for the Charizard UPC. All right, and to tell you the truth, I hope they print the hell out of that thing where it bottoms out the whole damn thing. I hope they do. That means we can get it at MSRP, and these shady LGS stores can go to hell with the product because they'll have to drop the price down, and they won't be taking advantage of you guys. And there'll be a lesson to be learned, all right, from that, right? So, profit margins for an LGS store is solely based on the greed of the LGS store themselves because they have the product that solely has an MSRP of $119. They may have got the thing for $60 from their distributor, and they're going to make $40, $50 profit, right? Usually that's how it works on that kind of basis. It's usually a percentage, but like I said, you heard some LGS stores talk about they paid, in the hype of Pokemon, they paid like $80 a box, or was forced to pay $80 a box, and they can only charge $90 when they were in the pandemic. You've seen where you're able to buy boxes. If you've been watching some YouTube channels, I'm not going to put any ones on the table, but you can hear them say that they had to pay $90 a box because of the hype of the Pokemon when it was in the pandemic stages, when we had shortages and stuff. They were forced because there was no product to be around, where they were paying $80 a box or $70 a box, and they were charging you X amount because they had to pay more for the product. I was watching channels talking about that, all right? But the greed is solely based on the LGS store once they got that product in hand, all right? How much money they want to make based on the product that is in high demand. So from time to time, Pokemon puts out these products, guys. We'll get the UPCs, the celebrations, we got the Charizard UPC, and then we have the Arceus box, which I don't think is going to be in that much of a hype as the Charizard. I think the Arceus is going to fall below that, and people will chase the Charizard, but that Arceus box may come into a factor as well, because that thing is supposed to have like 15 packs or 20-something packs for $99. So that may be a factor right there. If people fall FOMO into that thing, then we got another problem going on. All right? We got another thing that's going to be scalped by, not scalpers, but scalped by the LGSs. Because LGS is kind of like put this thing that the scalpers are selling this stuff when they themselves, an LGS store is a scalper themselves, where they're charging you, more than double MSRP on stuff that they got. All right? Just put that facts to facts. All right, now, another ploy, and another thing, because I've been involved with this myself, they will play the bulk buying game. Do you guys know about that? Anybody who has commons and uncommon cards, bulk, you have any bulk? Bulk cards just from opening packs, all right? Well, they will play the bulk buying game with you, all right? And this game will be played in a two-style-like fashion, all right? So when the market is bad, like when there's a down market like we got now, they may stop buying bulk, so you'll accumulate a lot of bulk and you can't even sell it now because the LGS stores won't buy it, or they will slash the price at what they're buying the bulk at. All right? So, usually when the market is high, like Pokemon is in high demand and you have tournaments going on, then bulk is in high demand and they seem to buy endless amounts of your bulk. All right? They'll seem to buy endless amounts of your bulk. No, Brian, you shut the fuck up. Get the fuck off my screen. Fuck you. Talking real talk. And I don't care. I don't care about nothing. Nothing that goes on right now in the terms of this, because this is real facts. You need to wise up. Probably one of these guys that probably have a shop that's taking advantage of fucking people. Pissing people off. This is my stream. I run the show today, boss. I run the show. I run the show. Not you. This is real talk. People need to know facts. Facts versus fiction with some of these shops that are putting up. And it could be little shops that have a secondary market shop doing the same stuff, dealing with a distributor. So, they play this bulk buying game, guys. Now, I'm not saying NC Packbuster, I'm throwing that right on the table. I'm not saying NC Packbuster taking advantage of markets. I'm putting a disclaimer out there. I'm solely talking about those shady LGS stores. All right? They will buy, when the market is up, your bulk. Seamlessly, endlessly buying bulk. There doesn't seem to be any end. They will just continually to buy. But right now, some shops are not even buying bulk. All right? They took it down. They won't buy your bulk. So you hold on to the bulk until better times, right? When the market recuperates, where LGS stores can now take that bulk back in, and they'll pay a premium for it, usually 3 cents a common, 6 cents for reverses, 10 cents for hollows, and so forth, right? Right now, it's kind of a slump for bulk. Or they'll run a time span of like 3 weeks, they'll buy bulk, and then they stop for 3 months. Then they sort out all that bulk and they'll start back up and they'll buy bulk. But the rates of your bulk will vary based on where you live, because different LGS stores buy your bulk at different prices. But it's a bulk buying game that goes on. That's going on now, because I got low rates for bulk when I was selling to one LGS store that they said, oh, well, we're not buying bulk. I said, but I brought bulk to you before. You were buying it at a higher price. What happened? What happened between now and then that now the price of the bulk is different from then? That you're only paying a certain amount for bulk versus you were paying a regular. This is below what even TCG player pricing for bulk is going for. They were paying me below what the bulk rate was going. So I said, I declined on selling my bulk to him. He says, well, I just counted it all. I said, I don't care if you counted it all up. I'm not selling it because your rates are not right. Your rates are not right. So I declined on the sale. I took my bulk back and I sold my bulk to Jose. That came and paid me what the bulk rate was going for. That's why I reneged on selling my bulk to an LGS store locally right here in my own backyard. So they'll play the rate bulk buying game with you guys. And this is true facts. I mean, this is business for business from LGS stores right in my own backyard. So I can speak for myself. I don't know about you guys, but I don't like being taken advantage of. And I'm trying to protect you guys that are out there foolishly falling into these traps. All right? Foolishly. All right? Regardless to the MSRP, there seems to be a surgency for premium products that they disregard the MSRP price and charge most LGS stores charge double on these products. So, let's go. I'm going to speak about singles. Single cards. The single card price hike game. I can speak from my own experience dealing with an LGS store right here in my own backyard. I used to buy a bunch of cards from them, and the pricing, guys, was TCG player price. Okay? Was TCG player price is where I was paying for these cards, which was right at market. Now, I can speak for Kirkland's Game Store. I'm putting them on the table because these are game stores right in my own backyard. TCG, Kirkland's sold dollar V cards, $3. They were nowhere near TCG player price. So when I went to go buy from them, I says, how come the card price is $3? I always had to bring up TCG player price to get them to lower lower the card to TCG player price because they had it marked too high from the last time when they did have it. So they got, some of these LGS stores had higher than market prices on V cards, full art cards. That's why you need to go in when you go into these LGS stores. You need to have your phone. You need to have your phone when you're shopping for cards, single cards, so you can check market value to see how close these LGS stores are charging for their single cards in their storefronts. Because my own backyard, Kirkland's Game Store, has them priced higher than TCG player price. So you got to be careful with that, guys. You got to be careful with that right there. That you're paying above market prices for cards that are $1. You're paying $3 or $4 or even higher, based on where you're at. I don't know where you guys are at, but you guys might be able to speak for what I'm speaking. All right, you might be able to take a stand for that. All right, but they will charge more than the actual TCG player price, and they will also play this, what types of cards they will buy and at what price point they'll buy it, because they'll change the rates on what they're paying for these cards. Usually, the card price buying from LGS store buying cards from you guys, like if you go to sell your cards to them, they buy between a rate of 50 to 60 to upwards of 65% of actual market value. All right, so that's typically what you'll get for your Umbreon $400 card. All right, you probably get at an LGS store, you may get $180 for it, you may get $175 if you sell it to them. All right, you may get that because they buy between 50 to 65%, so you're looking at right around that range, $160, $170 for it tops for a $400 card if you sell it to an LGS store. And then they will turn around and put that thing at $400. So that's typically what they will do. They will also play the cash or credit game with you as well. And they will offer you from time to time a different technique. Like they'll say, well, we're only buying X amount of cards this week or this month, and we're giving you cash for those. But on the other hand, these other cards, we're not really in such high demand, but we'll give you credit for those. So they'll play cash for this, credit for that kind of game too. That was another play I seen in my own backyard taking place. So this is some things that are going on. All right, some of you guys probably speak for that because you know what I'm talking about. That you might have seen it if you ever been to an LGS store. These are kind of like some of the tactics that they run. All right, and I usually speculate when I go into stores, especially ones that I haven't even been to. I just look around first. I look at the cards. I look at their pricing, and I ask questions about how much for that, how much for this, to try to get some kind of price point of where they are at the market for what they are asking for their products before I like gonna say, well, all right, well, this store has pretty good pricings, even the single cards are pretty good. Before I determine whether I'm going to shop or not, I like to find out what prices they're going at, especially into new shops. There's another shop that I need to go. It's called Summertime or something like that. Another card shop that opened up. I have 3 card shops in my area: Kirkwin's, Z&C Games, and I have Summertime. I think it's Summertime or Showtime Games. Another one that opened up in here. It's been open for about a year, but I have never been to it. It's a shop that I got to check out to see what kind of pricing. But these are, guys, this is what I can speak from knowledge on notes. I had to take notes because I wanted to bring this video. There's other things I might have left out, but it's okay. It's okay that I might have left out, but you guys get the point of the picture. You get the point of this presentation that stuff is going on. All right? Stuff is going on at LGS stores that are shady. Some that are up front with you guys. All right, I'm only speaking about the ones that know who they are, and some of you guys know them better than I do, and you can speak for them yourself because you know you've been on those websites, you've been to their channels. All right, you can speak for them for yourselves, and you know where I'm coming from when I'm talking about what I said in this presentation. There's a lot of shady stuff going on, even after the pandemic, and I thought that we would have come a long ways from overpaying for products, especially when I'm teaching you guys about the investing part of it and all of that we would have come a long way from that. But apparently still on YouTube, in the community of Pokemon, there are those people that are still FOMOing out. And me as a Charizard fan, I would love to have the Charizard UPC. But there is a price that I am not going beyond. And I have never FOMO'd into anything. I never pre-ordered anything neither because I don't support a pre-order because most likely a pre-order is usually higher than the MSR, and usually it doesn't guarantee me the product anyway. And I rather do my homework, hunt around, and I find it right in the store. And I've always found product in the store. I never had to pre-order anything, even when that Celebrations thing. I've learned that, you know what? You can win some battles, you can lose some battles, but I'm not going to fear missing out. And there's a price point that I'm just not going over. And I just feel that, you know what? Sometimes you just got to let things slip to your fingers, even when you can't find it, or it's not at that price point because people are taking advantage of the market for what it is. All right? Then I think that regardless to the product coming out, Charizard UPC, RCSV box, that I'm going to take my gamble. I'm going to try to find it in the stores. And I think that's going to be my best opportunity. And since it's not released, I'm taking a day off from work so I can find it, so I can hunt all day. Hopefully I'll find it. And if I do, I'm going to share it with you guys. If I don't, I'm okay with that. And this is where we are at, guys. That you guys got to say, you know, enough is enough. I'm tired of these LGS stores that are the LGS store in my area. I would even confront them and say, hey, man, what is going on with your pricing? Why is these? And you can hear their excuse. If you haven't heard an excuse from them, confront them and ask them, why is their price higher? See what their excuse is. See if it falls into the realm of what I'm talking about. See what they say. But I think it's going to fall in right to where we're at on where I'm talking about in this discussion. And that's why I'm here. I'm bringing this video to you guys to make you aware. And hey, if someone wants to shit on me about the video, go ahead. If you want to hit dislike, go ahead. But this is just a truth bomb that in my own backyard, LGS stores that I know, that I have right here in my own home area, that I dealt with, that I haven't even been to in a while because I already know the deal. I already know what I'm in when I walk in the door, that card prices have gone up on single cards, that they're not back where they used to be. I used to be able to buy single cards for $1, $2. They raised all the celebration cards that used to be like 20 cents, 10 cents. If you look on TCG Player for just celebration holos, they used to sell these cards. I'm not saying what card shop, but like I said, I already put them up in the video, already said the names in the video, but like I said, I used to be able to go there, buy Celebrations single holo cards. The uncommon guys, 20 cents, 10 cents, 15 cents, 40 cents, 75 cents. All of the holo cards are $1 plus. All GXs and EXs, V cards, all $3. They raised the prices. They're no longer like at TCG Player market price, so I don't buy cards no more from single cards because they're just crazy on the prices. Like, I feel like I'm being signaled out for trying to get a bunch of good V cards and stuff at TCG Player price at a good buy price that I don't have to go on TCG Player to buy them. I could deal with one of my home shops supporting my own LGS store, one of my LGS stores that had reasonable pricing on single cards that I could buy a bunch of. And I came here and I was actually sharing out a channel showing you guys cards that I got. And now the prices are just kind of crazy on the single cards that the prices are above TCG Player. So I'm not going to, I work hard for my money. I don't know about you guys. And I like to put my money to good use. And I'm not going to be paying double, 3 times the dollar amount or 2 times the dollar amount on a V card that should be $1 that you got it at $3. I'm not doing it. So I no longer support that LGS store in that manner of buying cards from them that I was using. So I'm not buying from them. And I really toned down my buying from an LGS store in my local area. And yeah, I would love to support my card shops in my area, but some of these guys are just taking advantage of the heat of the moment. And and then when things hit the meat, they fall victim and say, the scalpers are doing this, people manipulating the market. But who's manipulating who? You're manipulating your customers by raising the prices on cards that should be $1. You're manipulating the prices on products that you're getting from a distributor. A Celebrations, I don't know what the Celebrations UPC, $450? Is that where it's at now? I don't even know. I don't even know what somebody tell me in the comment section the current market value on a Celebrations UPC. Is it below 400 or is it at 450? I don't even know. I'm not even looking it up. But I was not willing to pay $450 for a UPC, Celebrations UPC. It's beyond, not saying that I can't afford it, because I can, but it's the willingness to pay that amount of money now. Some of these things hit price points that I just forget it. I just say forget it. I'm not trading singles in to get it. It's just the furthest thing from my mind. If I get it, I get it. If I don't, I don't. It's just gone. It's just gone. And if this is where we're at in this market, that it comes to this point where that's where it is, that the LGS stores are going to continue to do this because people are going to support it no matter what other channels are saying. I think I'm the only channel that's pretty much standing up talking about this, about the shadiness, but I don't care. And I'll take all the heat everybody wants. I'm a small YouTube channel, and I really don't care. I really don't care. All right? I'm going to speak truth bombs. I'm going to put facts to facts, fiction to fiction. And if you believe it or not, you can believe it. If you don't, do your own homework, do your own due diligence, find out what's going on. Because apparently I did mine. But I'm just going to speak the truth bombs because it's happening. And I'm tired of it. I don't know about you. And I hope Pokemon prints this thing to oblivion. Just throws that thing out there and really blows it up. That way, the prices stay. Even if somebody is trying to resell it, it comes to a reasonable price, even on Facebook Marketplace, where people find it, I got to sell it because I got too much money locked up, because there's still a lot of stupid people that are using credit cards the wrong way to sell on Facebook Marketplace, sell on eBay, and sometimes they got to pay the bill, and sometimes these products don't sell, and then they got to turn around and sell it for at cost, because I've seen that also on Facebook Marketplace, where stuff was being sold at cost just because the guy needed the money. So hopefully some of these people that are reselling, all right, at ridiculous price right now for a Charizard price, putting a pre-order or whatever on, even on Facebook Marketplace. There, pre-order. eBay is another one that, and I don't down resellers, man. I just, the advantage of the market for what it is now is just crazy for a product that's not released. That enough is enough. Enough is enough. And if I'm the only channel that speaks out about it, that's telling you guys about it, then so be it. But I'm just going to put facts to facts, fiction to fiction. It's just real talk right here. And like I said, I'm dealing with LGS stores right in my own area that I could speak from the notes right here is truth bombs. Truth bombs. So I know that if I got LGS stores in my own backyard, that I'm not the only one that realizes that this. And you guys can see for yourself on websites that some of these even YouTube channels have. You go check their website, see what they got the pre-orders on, or see what they're charging for this thing. Usually it's double MSR or better. All right. Usually it's double MSR. So if you guys are okay with paying double MSR, then like I said, I'm not going to tell you what to do with your money. It's your money. You do whatever you want to do with your money. But I am always going to do what's best for my money, and I'm going to make my money work for me. And I don't know about you. I spend a lot of money. I invest a lot of money into all kinds of markets. And I'm going to put my money to work for me, but I'm not going to overpay or fear on a product that is way overpriced at this particular time that, you know, I'm just going to wait it out. Like I said, I always told you guys, be patient. And that's what I'm going to do. I always have. I always prevailed. But hey, you're going to miss out on some stuff. And you got to say to yourself, you know what? I wanted the celebration box. I didn't get it. But you know what? Maybe some room later on down the road that because of what I'm doing already, because I'm investing in other products, I'm investing in some other products, right? We're investing in some other products, right? That I may be able to leverage out some of these products that I have and be able to trade for that product. And trades may work in your favor that you'll be able to get the Charizard Premium Collection Box. You may be able to get the Celebration Box one day. And that's what you got to say to yourself, that you're okay with missing out. All right? But don't fall victims to some of these LGS stores that are taking advantage of your wallet. You want to throw your wallet out there? Go ahead. Throw it out there. Open it up. Open it up. Continue to give these guys the runway they need to continue to take your wallet and run with it. Because you're giving them the go-ahead saying, all right, push that green button. We got these guys already throwing their wallet out there to us, and they're already willing to pay $200, $300 for these Premium Collection Box. So you know what? We did it before with Celebrations. We're going to do it again with Charizard. And when the next one comes out, we're going to do it again because these idiots just keep coming back, throwing their wallet on the table, giving us the go-ahead to say, you know what? As an LGS store, I paid $70 for this box. I'm going to be sitting good because I'm getting 30 of these bad boys in from all my distributors, and I'm going to make X amount from this. And I got all these people lined up already on a pre-order to buy it at that amount. And I'm going to sell them. And I'm okay with taking advantage of my customers that been with me. Now, if you want to do it, go ahead. Go ahead. But I'm not giving the LGS stores to go on my end of the stick at my LGS stores. They're not getting my support for that thing if they're going to charge X amount of money for them. That's really outrageous. I'm not supporting them. And I think you guys should do the same thing. And if enough of us stand up, then they'll get the point that they should be selling these things already at their built-in prices like they should be, where everything else is at MSR that they put in there because they got so much of it that now when they get these outliers that they're willing to take advantage of you guys as customers. And it's not fair that everything else is MSR, but when they get these special collection boxes and stuff, they really just pump it up and throw it out there higher. That's what I see. My eyes open. I'm not stupid. But if you guys want to go ahead and do it, go right ahead, man. I'm giving you guys the go. Go ahead and do it. It's your money. I'm not I'm going to say, trying to get that name while I'm thinking of it. but the name is not there. But you know, I'm just a smart businessman. All right, I'm going to use my money in a better than that, going into it with a better than that attitude on where I want to put it. I'm going to look for some other low-hanging fruits that are out there in the Pokemon TCG that, you know, yeah, I'll have the money to get the Charizard UPC at MSR, but if I can't find it and there are some low-hanging fruits available at Barnes & Nobles, available at GameStops, available at Walmart, available at Targets, then I'm going to put my money to work in that field, and I'll just skip the UPC. All right? Sometimes it's best that we just, you know, not worry about that end of the stick. When we meet that road, we meet that road. That when it comes out, you try to get it. Don't kill yourself trying to get it, and don't overexpend yourself trying to get it neither. Overextend yourself, spending monies that doesn't necessarily have to be spent on something that is already overpriced. All right? Hopefully you guys learned something from this video. If you didn't, then you got a lot to learn, because there's less to be learned on here, and there's lessons given right here. And I'm just learning a lot, even as we go forward into this new age of collectors that we have in the TCG. It is a new age of collectors out there, guys. I didn't put that in my last video that I did when we were talking about the LGS thing, but there's a new age of collectors and investors here. It's a new age, a new type of collectors and investors here, and you got to be smart about what you're doing in this market. The LGS stores are doing some stuff, man, and you need to just take heed to what's going on, not lose your shirt, do your due diligence, do homework. But the fear of FOMO, guys, I had thought we had just moved past that a lot of people have just moved past that, have learned from past experiences on when the celebrations came out that you would have learned by now. But apparently, you still have to learn. So it's time for us to pull up our pants, guys. Yeah, time to get up off the toilet. Time to get off the toilet, man. And take the tail from between our legs. Stand up. Stand up. Talk to your LGS store. What's going on here? Why is the prices higher on this, but then you're always MSR on all this other stuff? Why are, when premium collection boxes come out, that you're always higher? Have a talk with your LGS store. But enough said on that end, man. This is a lot going on in this market, and I am by far learned a lot, and I hope you guys did too. Sorry about the background. I did not feel like setting up the other studio end and just using the TV and a couple of mats here, and got the PS4 over here because, yeah, I got the PS4 camera facing out. And I just definitely want to share this with you guys because I think it was needed for the community to just have a wake-up call. And you know, you needed to just open your eyes to everything going on in this market. And you could see that in the past there were things going on that is still going on right now. And hopefully you wise up to this. And I hope, you know, that the Pokemon Company, because obviously the Pokemon Company has lost touch, has really lost touch with us as the Pokemon people. They're really just not really worried about us as the community. They're really just doing whatever they really want. And it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter to them, it seems. They're just throwing all this stuff at us, and the people that are fearing and FOMO are the ones that are, you know, willing to pay these crazy prices. And as long as those people are still willing to pay those prices, we're going to continue to go through this month after month. When new premium collection boxes are apparent and evident that they're coming out with it, the LGS stores are going to continue to do this. They're going to continue to manipulate you and prices. These are actually false prices on what this stuff, the Charizard Premium Collection Box, $200, $300. Thing ain't even out, but already has a price above MSR because people are willing to pay that amount. Because why? It's Charizard. Right? Charizard. And as long as we have those people in the market that are willing to continue to pay and support those LGS stores that are manipulating prices and causing the prices to go up, because obviously we don't have the prices, we don't have the product, so there's no way that we can control a price from a distributor. Distributors see this, and distributors see that people are willing to pay all this absorbed prices, and they give a point of price to the distributor. Distributor is going to knock that price off to you guys, and they're going to hire it up to make more profit for them, because they see it as a opportunity for them to get more money from you, to get more market, more product to people by selling out all their product that they get in from the distributors, and more profits to line their pockets up with. So kind of like a greed move. But, you know, like I said, if that's the way they operate, you guys want to support them, you support them. But I'm pulling the plug. All right? There's just some LGS stores that I'm not going to be supporting, and I'm just going to be watching where I spend my money. All right? So, without further ado, I wanted to say thanks to everybody watching the video. Like, comment, share, subscribe out this, to the channel if you like. And get out there and catch them all. I'm the Gamesman. You guys are awesome. Check out all the other videos that I pump out, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace, love, and a high five. Have a great rest of the day, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Deuces.